news. We have television news concerning the Wonderful World of Batwoman. Okay, Batwoman season 2 premiere.
Is everyone excited about hearing about the ratings for Batwoman season 2?
Here, I'll read you from the article. Let me just go ahead and post the link. Okay. The
new and improved Batwoman.
Oh my goodness. You know what? Stop being negative.
I'm being positive.
All right.
Okay, maybe I'm being sarcastic, but still, I'm saying positive.
Okay. All right. So let's see here. Okay. CW's Batwoman season 2 premiere ratings are in, and they are actually worse than Batwoman season 1. I think they did say there was one episode in season 1 that did worse.
Really?
That had worse ratings. Let me read from the article, and you're going to listen, okay? TV series. See, I'm not asking permission now, am I? No, okay.
Remember, you do have the mute button. You can always use
No,
that.
I'm messing. I say that heads up just in case you had something to say before I started reading the quotes.
Oh, I have nothing to say. I'm just being snotty.
All right. I let me read. Okay, so the Batwoman ratings are season 2 premiere ratings are worse than season 1. TV series finale reports that the premiere episode of Batwoman season 2, What Happened to Kate, was only viewed by 663,000 individuals and had a 0.10 rating in the 18 to 49 demographic. If you compare the season 2 premiere to the season 1 premiere, viewership dropped by nearly 65%. The season 1 premiere had over 1.86 million people tune in. The season 2 premiere had even lower viewership than the season 1 finale. The season 1 finale closed out with 739,000 people tuning in and a 0.21 ratings in the 18 to 49 demographic. That's a wide age gap. Anyway, okay. That means the show lost over 10% over their viewership from the end of season 1 to the beginning of season 2. The ratings declined by over 52%. The season 2 premiere was the worst rated show in the 18 to 4. Yes, I've heard this already. Why are they repeating themselves? Okay. Oh, the worst rate.
I think they've fired all their editors. I've been noticing that in a lot of these articles. They have typos. They have poor grammar. There is no quality control at all.
Okay. Do you watch Batwoman?
No.
Okay. Does anyone in the chat watch Batwoman? Because I guess the main actress left the show. I don't even know the full story behind that.
Yeah. So what happened was that boyish-looking girl that played her in the first season, who said that the bat costume would be perfect when it fit a woman.
What's made for a woman? I saw the trailer. Yeah.
Now, a lot of people are saying, well, she saw the writing on the walls. She saw the ratings going down, down, down. She was getting panned left and right by everybody. So she's like, I'm out. There was also an issue with her getting injured on set. She had a really bad back injury. She was walking around with a cane. Ironic, since her character's name is Kate Kane. But, so she tries to blame that. That may be, I don't know. The important point is she left the show. So they decided to recast her. And if you're going to recast her, well, it's got to be another gay character, because that was their whole point. Batwoman's gay, so they bring in another gay character. But let's do it one better and make her black. Now, I will I'm inclined to be very negative about all this. I will say that the girl that they brought in to play this character, have nothing against her. I liked her a great deal when she played another gay character on a show called God Friended Me. I liked her a lot. I was having no issue with her playing a gay character because they did it very well. If you're going to have, representation, that was the way to do it. I loved that show. She brings, from everything I've seen of her playing this role, and that's only from, clips here and there, looks like she's putting in every effort that you would expect of an actress. She's taking it seriously. She's doing the best with what she's given to work with. Now, all that being said, that's the only good thing I can say about it, because she has nothing to work with. The story makes not a damn bit of sense. Not that it did first season either. It's everything I've heard about it. It's just a mess.
The actor, her name is Javicia Leslie.
yeah, the only
Okay.
other thing I've seen her in was God Friended Me.
God Friended Me. Okay.
Great show.
So,
If you guys get a chance to watch it, check
I'll
it out.
say this. I hate to say this. I've noticed too, sometimes you get better actors on these television network shows than you do in the movies lately. I've been noticing this.
Yeah.
Is it me?
And that's the unfortunate thing, because every now and again, you'll get a talented actor trying their level best. I mean, I love Amy Adams. She was poorly miscast as Lois Lane, but I am not going to fault her attempt to play the role. You know?
Oh, who did I want for Lois Lane? Never mind. I can't remember.
I wanted Erica Durance, but that's just me.
She's my favorite Lois Lane, actually. Erica Durance.
I see. I can't do that. I mean, that would be like trying to choose your favorite, of your children.
No.
Because I love Noelle Neal. She has a special place in my heart,
Right.
especially after having met her. Margot Kidder, same thing, especially after having met her personally. Again, both are gone. That's really tough. Terry Hatcher, Terry Hatcher. So yeah, I up until this point, everyone who's played Erica Durance, everyone that's played Lois Lane, I've liked. Doesn't necessarily mean I always like the way that she's been written and characterized, and that was definitely the case in the Snyderverse. Anyway, getting away from that, because Batwoman is not Snyderverse at all. Thankfully, it's still Warner Brothers though, and it's just a hot mess. And this is not a big shocker. I didn't think we'd spend a great deal of time on it. We predicted it was going to suck. It sucked. The fans don't care. It doesn't have a fan base at all. And again, the only people supporting it and holding it up are the people that want to see the representation. And they're not the ones out there buying comic books, buying toys, doing cosplay. So
I actually stopped with the CW series because I was a big fan of Smallville. I mean, Smallville, let's be honest with you, it could be a cheesy show at times, right? Okay.
Yeah.
But that was part of its charm, and I would tune in every week because it, at its core, however ridiculous it could be sometimes, it was still Superman. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I used to joke that Lex Luthor gets beat up once an episode by somebody. Okay. That's why he ends up becoming evil in the end, because he's just tired of taking it all the time. But yeah, and then I started watching The Flash, and I just noticed that it felt like they were using the same villain for the first 3 seasons. It's like it's an evil speedster who's going after someone that Barry Allen, one of his loves or something, like a family member or someone close to him, and it felt like it was the same thing each season. I just got tired of it after a while because anyway, but
and I've always said that they were doing a great job with Smallville. It wasn't perfect. There's a lot of things that I would change about it, but that was back in the time this was before there was Marvel, right? And Warner Brothers was operating on the do not let your peas and carrots touch. If we do something on TV, we do one show. It's not connected to any other show that we're doing. It's not connected to any movies that we're doing. There's no connection. It's all separate universes. And I think that hurt them a great deal. And then Marvel comes along. They're like, everything's connected. This movie's connected to this movie. It's connected to that TV show, connected to that streaming show. It's connected to everything. And we're drawing directly from the comic books. And everyone was like, yay, this is wonderful. We love this. And Warner Brothers is like, oh, we should do that. But first, we're going to shut down everything that we're doing and start fresh. Snyderverse. Brilliant. Freaking genius. And then, of course, your Arrowverse, which was not even a spinoff. Anyway, I always said way back when they should have spun off their Arrowverse from Smallville.
Yeah, that's what I was expecting.
Built on their successes, they should have followed the Next Generation model and spun Smallville up to the big screen as a Metropolis. He goes to Metropolis, starts working at the Daily Planet, continue those same characters. But no, they didn't do any of that, and they totally fell apart.
But Wolf then brings up a point. Too much repetition in the CW shows. Flash with villains and loved ones. Arrow with Oliver always keeping secrets. Legends, got nothing to say about them. I've heard Legends is the best of the CW shows. I've just never watched it. Okay, but I can't speak to whether it's good or bad. I know it's all connected though. But yeah. And I'm trying to think. Jedi Master Zootopia said Smallville was a ripoff of Buffy that came into its own in later seasons. I always thought when I first Smallville that it was reminding me of another show which went to the UPN. I think it was a UPN show called Roswell. It had a Roswell vibe to it, you know.
Yeah, no, I get that. You're absolutely right, and there's nothing inherently wrong with that.
Yeah.
I would even say that if I'll give you your point. I'm not sure I totally agree with it, Jedi Masters Utopia, but Smallville being a ripoff of Buffy, I'm not necessarily seeing as a bad thing, because Buffy was a well-written story where you cared about those characters. And it wasn't all 100% about her, you know. It was a dramatic story where you cared about the characters, and it just so happened that it took place in a world filled with supernatural and vampires, and the lead character was the vampire slayer. You know, same thing with Smallville. It was a teen drama where you care about the characters, you care about their backstories, their troubles, their life, and whatnot. Just so happens that one of them happens to be from another planet with powers and abilities far beyond those of mortal men. You know? And that is what makes a good story. We say over and over and over again, it's not about the God among men with all of these powers who looks down on the little people. And no, it is about Clark Kent. And he happens to have, you know, as Dean Cain said, you know, Superman is what I do. Clark Kent is who I am.
Yeah.
And that's what Smallville was all about. The whole premise was it was about Clark Kent, and that's why you cared. You know, that's where the Snyderverse goes horribly, horribly wrong.